Hello guys, it's Callum here. Today we have a 12 card PSA submission back. One is a tag team rainbow and all the rest will be first appearance hologram cards from the Pokemon Topps Movie 2000. So we are going to get straight into it. I will reveal the grades, we'll look over the cards, etc, so on. So yeah, let's see what we get. So this is the Eevee and Snorlax rainbow. As you can tell, there is definitely a little bit of marks here, there, to be expected. I'd expect maybe a 7 or 8 on a card like this, and we do get a PSA 7. Not too bad. Could have been worse, a lot worse. I am using the ring light today because my other lamp is broke. These will be sequential, these aren't sequential as we are missing a Lugia. So let's see what these get. So the back is very clean, the front is chipped. These are very hard cards to grade. Yeah, I mean a bit of wear and tear. A 5. To be honest, I would have thought this would have got a 6. But there is a little mark there too. But as I said, these you can have these mint and they will still grade them harshly, unfortunately. Same for this one, very clean back, very sharp corners. Let's see what this one gets. Yeah, also the front on this one is very, you could say beat up. It's not beat up, it's just the way that they stick to the cards in the pack. We've got some wear here. If you look between the two of these, this one is definitely worse off than this one. So we could get worse than a 5. Nope, but we still get a 5. Although I will say, based on these two cards, this one is a lot worse. But yeah, it is what it is. We move on. That's the game of grading. Another clean back on here. With these cards, the backs are usually quite clean, corners are quite sharp, edges, no, wear on the edge. But this is an early kid. I mean, there is a little mark there. These files aren't easy, from the pack. Got a little mark here. Another 5. It is hard to depict which, does it deserve a 5, does it deserve a 6, it is down to the grader. It's also down to many other factors, but I believe, if I'm right, these went to the New Jersey PSA, office, and I've heard a lot of negative things about them, saying that they grade very harshly. You're talking even modern cards coming back mint condition as 5, 6, 7s. This one does have some scratching on the holofoil itself. Little white spots here and there. This one got a 6, despite the fact that it's got quite a bit of scratching. I have seen, from my personal experience grading these cards, I have seen some 8s that deserve 3s. So you can never tell what you're going to get. 6 of 6. This should be Hoot Hoot. What does Hoot Hoot get? This is much cleaner than all the other ones. Could get a 7 on this. You do have the little white marks and whatever. Back is mega clean. And a 6. Yeah, again, this is actually cleaner than all of the others by a mile, and yet we still get a 6. Not a great start there. We have pile 2. Now this is the Lugia. The back is mega clean, super clean overall, and it's a 5. Still about a £2,000 card, but we could have done better. let's see. We have another Slow King. No, this is miles better than the other Slow King. Super clean. 6. You know, these cards are so unpredictable. Slab 3. Blossom. Also way cleaner than the other one. We have 7. So that is our first 7 of the first appearances. These cards are beyond clean, you know. You have the Pokeballs that go in. There's a lot going on in these cards, and I think they're still massively underappreciated and undervalued, to be honest. 4 of 6. We have Elekid, also way cleaner than the others. 6. I would have expected a 7 to 8 on this, to be honest. It's very clean. Let's have a look at this. We have a Ladybug. Yeah, again, also very clean. Sharp corners on the front there. No major sticking. You know, you have a tiny bit of stick there. Maybe a little bit of corner issue here. 6. So we do have an upgrade. You know, from the last 5, this is now a 6. I thought this would get 7 to 8 personally. It's quite shocking. I mean, when you think that you entrust people to grade these cards, and you personally have seen cards that are the exact same 10 times worse, even recent grades that are way, you know, you're talking dense things and they're getting higher grades than clean copies you send in. We have a Hoot again, and that also got a 6, which is the same as this one. So overall, this was a rough submission. You know, we did have some good results. I mean, it's still quite an expensive submission. You know, you're talking roughly $6,000 worth of value. But I do think these have been graded harshly. These ones will just go for sale. These ones, however, because they are sequential, I will send to Beckett and see if they are able to, you know, let's see what they think, and we'll get the subgrades to actually see what is wrong with them as such. And I personally think that we will see some upgrades from this batch. But this batch was simply sent to sell on, you know, recoup some of the funds, etc. Which is why the Lugia was sent with the other cards, evidently. But let me know what you think of the submission. Let me know in the comments below, of course. And I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll catch you on the next return. Thank you.